can't believe you were released. It's like a stroke of bad luck. Ha ha ha, please don't lay the compliments so thick. However, it pains my soul that I partook of such a fine wine without paying a single mirror. Shall I play the piano at the restaurant per our contract to remedy that? I think I'm going to have to pass on that. After what happened, I think it would be a bit awkward having you back there. I, for one, don't think he'd mind a bit. Yeah, he sure does seem to have some thick skin. Let's just think of this as an unfortunate incident for the both of us. But I don't think I can just let things go like this. Let's see. It seems like you're investigating something at the moment, right? How about I lend my assistance in return for the wine? Huh? Well, that does sound interesting. Could I ask you to join these bracers in their work? Ha! Could you ever? So it's settled. Let our new working relationship bloom like a magnolia at the height of spring. Hold on a sec. What did we do to deserve this? Your general weirdness aside, simply having an amateur like you around is honestly going to be a pain. Are you confident that you won't be a drag on our work or our sanity? Well, I'm somewhat confident in my marksmanship and magic, but of course I'd be distressed if you tried to list my music genius in the same group. That's the kind of line that gets me really worried, but maybe we could use an extra hand. As long as we can't count on the army to help us out, I have the feeling that we'll be short-handed on manpower. Alright then, we'll use you for what you're worth. However, if we do happen to conclude that you're not worth your weight, you're dumped from the party. Are you going to be okay with that? Haha, of course I don't mind. I'd never let you down, so please be reassured. Well, my expectations of you are pretty much at rock bottom anyway, so I know you won't let me down. Hehe, I'm glad things are settled between you all. But before you go, there's something I need to tell you. Tell us? Actually, the town did seem pretty noisy as we were headed here. What happened? Truth be told, last night there was a large-scale burglary in Bose South Block. The weapon shop and orbital factory were targeted, as were a number of private residents. What? So, was this the work of the Sky Bandits? It's unknown at the time, but it seems highly probable. A unit of the Royal Army is currently conducting an investigation. I see, guess we better do an investigation of our own then. Yes, I'd like to formally request that you do just that. I'll send a payment over to the Guild for the work you've done so far. Please make use of the money for your current investigation expenses. I have a feeling that the army is going to get in our way again, but I guess when that happens, it happens. Whether they get in our way or not, I don't think we should be forthcoming with the army about any information we come across, because if there really is a spy in their midst, they'll just leak it to the Sky Bandits. Though I'm reluctant to say it, I also think it's for the best to keep quiet about our findings. Anyway, let's act with prudence. Alrighty, my bosom companions, shall we head to the South Block? Look, buddy, who made you king of the show? Alright, let's go. We got 4 friends now. Let's go to the guild, though, first, before we investigate this, burglary. Do we have anything to report? I don't think so. We received payment from Mayor Maybell for your investigation efforts thus far. Oh, nice. Keep up the good work, and be careful out there. Anything on the bulletin board? Oh, we got a stolen ring. I was burglarized the other day, and my jeweled ring was found to be among the missing items. It's quite valuable to me, so if anyone happens to find it, please let me know. I live on the Bose South Block. Alright, guess we'll go to the South Block then. Go to South Block. There we are. Got the military walking around. Can we still shop, or are these shops like closed now? It looks like this store was hit by the burglars as well. I guess this isn't the time to be talking about business deals. We can still modify and exchange, that's good. Let's try and open a slot for Joshua. Anything else? Nope. Open one for Charizard. Nope. Can we open any for Oliver? We test 2 empty slots already. Right. Let's go into our inventory. Orbits, Joshua. Oh, I want to give you Death Blow 2. 100% kills enemy, but quartz breaks. So once this gets used, it'll break. I guess. I don't know. So maybe we shouldn't put it on just yet. Nah, whatever. And you have some empty slots too. Let's give you... oh, I don't know. Petrify, I guess. Petrify enemy with 10% success. Also give you Earth Guard, Spellhammer, and Petrify Breath. And we'll also give you, I guess, Evade 1, which will give you Airstrike. That sounds good. And I guess that's it. Right. Let's try and find this lady who's missing the ring. So let's go inside these houses and hopefully we can find her. I was shocked when I heard about the South Block being hit by burglars. Morona's mother was here alone, you see. Fortunately, this house was untouched in the burglaries, but it's at times like this that it makes you feel uneasy when there's no man at home. I'm just glad that Morona brought Simon over to watch the house. Now we got burglars running amok in the city. I swear, what happened to Bose? I'm just glad they left this house alone, though I'm baffled as to why. They certainly didn't do their homework on this city. I guess you weren't as special as you thought you were, now were you? Alright, guess we'll go in here. What do you have to say? I'm not trying to be rude, but this is an official investigation. Move it along. Yep, fine, whatever. I'll talk to you anyway. Yeah, I guess. We went inside that one. Have we gone inside this house yet? Oh, that's where you live. Never mind. Probably some important information we have here. Well, wait to continue to ask around a bit longer. Yeah, I didn't mean to go over there anyway. Just be quiet. Be quiet, you! What's in here? Lots of people talking. Are you bracers here to ask a few questions yourselves? This is a mess for the both of us, I tell you. We'll be done with our questioning here soon. How about sitting tight until we finish? Alright, fine. I'll just wander around, I guess. Oh, okay. One of these people's missing a ring, I think. Guess we'll go... what's over here? Let's go in this house real quick. The woman living here said that she had a precious memento taken by the crooks. Oops, me and my big mouth. Let's pretend like I didn't just tell you that. What I mean to say is, why don't you just ask her about it after I get done here? Was she the one who lost her ring? Alright, I guess we'll talk to... No, I didn't mean to go that way. Keep your frickin' dress on, woman. Let's talk to this place. My factory and all my goods, they're gone. I've got to report this to either the Army or the Bracers Guild ASAP. Now hold on just a minute. If either one of these groups saw what was written in that stolen ledger, yikes, I'd be in a world of hurt. You have nothing useful to say? Let's talk to the guy in here. Damn it. My shop got ripped off by a bunch of thieving criminals. They took off with every last one of my pricey goods, too. Why did this have to happen to me at a time when there are hardly any goods around to begin with? Wow, nobody has anything useful to say. I'm not sure what to do. Maybe we'll talk to some of these soldiers. General Morgan may be stubborn, but he's running the show and he's a very capable leader. I wouldn't expect any less from the man who defeated the Imperial Army in the war a decade ago. But what gets me is why he's having so much trouble this time around. I guess he's just getting a little old, we have to say. I can't believe these Skybands managed to circumvent our search and just walk right into town and burglarize a bunch of places. We were really outdone this time. Are you the bracers we heard about? Since the mayor has asked you to look into things, I have no choice but to allow it. Just don't get in the way of the Army's investigation. And there is really nothing worth looking into. I did not mean to leave. I wanted to go upstairs. Yay, this one turned out really cute. Smile, is this how you wanted this one? Yeah, sure, something like that. However, we really got screwed, you know that? Good afternoon. Are you working on another story? Looks like you two are on the trail of a scoop again. Hey, it's you kids. Oh, Estelle and Joshua. Boy, am I glad to see that they let you out of the clinker. Yeah, I heard all about you kids getting arrested by the army up at the old mine. You certainly had me worried. Why are you acting like you had nothing to do with it? It was your info that led us to the village. Hey now, what kind of face is that? Don't tell me you blame us. Did you go and check out the abandoned mine yourself? Yeah, we did yesterday. But it was after you all had already been hauled off. We could have had a really great shot of your arrest had we been there. It really guts me that we missed such a perfect opportunity for a great shot. I swear, you people in the news business. But anyway, I was wondering if you thought this looked like the handiwork of the Sky Bandits. It sure looks that way to me. It seems that the army is sniffing around for clues too. But to be honest, it looks like there's nothing to be found here anyway. I see, that does make things a bit more difficult. Well, Mr. Reporter, why don't you let me ask this then? Do you know from whence the Sky Bandits entered town? According to witness statements, they were seen leaving through the west gate. Well, that's awfully strange. The mayor's residence and Bose markets are right through the west gate, and it seems like attacking those two places would be far more lucrative. When you put it that way, that makes a lot of sense. But if you don't mind me asking, who the heck are you anyway? Ha, I'm glad you asked. I'm Oliver Laham, a wandering bard and gifted musician. And all of a sudden, I am some sort of French or Spanish. I'm sure you've heard the rumors about me, right? Oh, right. You're the guy who drank the wine without paying at the classy restaurant. It takes guts to stiff such a big bill. It's an honor to meet you, sir. Haha, you're making me blush. I'm ready for my interview anytime, so don't hesitate to ask. Wow, really? I'm getting a headache just listening to this crap. These two are very much alike. I'm not even going to ask how this guy wound up with the rest of you. That would be for the best. Alright, well, I guess we'll talk to you. Well, it looks like the burglars made off with nearly everything. I could have sworn that my boss locked it up last night. Nothing to frickin' find. Hey, you there. What, is something wrong? I thought I'd better give you a word of advice. Even if you are representing the mayor, at the end of the day, you are still civilian. We cannot have you wandering around here in the middle of our investigation. Who do you think you're talking to? Your advice seems rather more like a threat. I'm just saying, you need to know your place. But if you're so adamant about investigating the matter, then do it after we've cleared out of here. If we get any more trouble out of you, then I'm going to have to give you a personal invitation to jail. Forget about Estelle. There's no use arguing with these gentlemen. Ha! For an ass in the lion's skin, you sure know how to throw your weight around, Mr. Soldier. And all of a sudden now, I went from French to Austrian. What did you just say? May I ask what's going on here? Colonel, for a soldier in the prestigious Royal Army to be threatening our good citizens, that is an outright embarrassment to us all. But these aren't just civilians, sir. They're members of the Bracers Guild. Oh, is that so? Then I ask you once again, what is going on here? The army is supposed to be working closely with the guild. What do you intend to accomplish by being rude to our allies? But as far as the general is concerned, yes, that side of the general really concerns me. I'll take over the investigation from here, so please take your men and clear out. But sir, your men have been here since early this morning, so I presume that a sufficient investigation has been conducted by now, yes? I'll smooth things over with the general later. Is there anything else you wish me to address? No, sir. Alright, man, pack it up. We're returning to the Hacking Gate. It looks like that's that. It seems that some of our personnel were rather impolite. Please allow me to apologize. I appreciate the gesture, but we made some slightly inflammatory remarks as well, so how about we let bygones be bygones? That suits me just fine. As I stated before, the army is supposed to be working closely with the guild. I think our two organizations working together grants us each the ability to make up for the other's shortcomings. I'm looking forward to any progress you make with this recent series of events. Thank you. We'll do what we can. He seems like a decent guy. Yeah, I wonder who he is. Colonel, it's almost the appointed time. Oh, already. Excuse me, but it appears I must take my leave. Oh, but before I do, it looks like I haven't properly introduced myself. I am Alan Richard, a colonel in the Royal Army. If there is anything I can do to assist you, please don't hesitate to contact me. Colonel Richard. I feel like I've heard that name somewhere before. Niall was the one who mentioned his name earlier. He said something about him being a sharp young officer who leads the Royal Army's Intelligence Division. Oh, right. Wow, for someone in the military, he sure knows how to listen to others. Probably in his mid-30s, and he's not hard on the eyes either. He seems like he's more fit to be a politician than a service member in the army. Hey, you guys. Who was that you were just talking to in the black uniform? I could swear I've seen him somewhere before. Are you trying to tell me you don't recognize him at all? That was Colonel Richard of the Intelligence Division. You know, the guy you mentioned earlier. What? You're not pulling my leg, are you? As fun as that would be, nope. He said so himself, so I'm fairly confident he is who he says he is. To think that the legend himself would show up here. We can't wait around here like this any longer, Dorothy. Let's see if we can catch up to him. Aye, aye, sir. Although I'm really not sure why we're chasing after anyone. Did you see his eyes light up? I wonder if he's going to do an interview or something. Haha, anyone else in the army would brush him off, but I'm sure the colonel will oblige him. What's the matter with you, Oliver? You look serious, and I gotta say I find it creepy coming from you. I was just thinking about the colonel. I'll be the first to admit that he's quite the specimen of a man, but what? I can say with confidence that he doesn't stand a chance against me when it comes to the ladies, but I'd like to see him try a little harder. It's no fun without a romantic rival. You just had to ask, didn't you, Joshua? I'll regret it for the rest of my life. Ha ha ha. Alright, let's see here. Now that the soldiers are gone, how about we resume our investigation? Let's start by talking to the people who we couldn't talk to earlier. Good idea.